Welcome to Think Alive. We're Sharon and Andy, just two people with a dream and a vision of restoring our traditional stone-built farmhouse in southern Spain, transforming it into a beautiful off-grid home and sharing our journey with you. Good morning, everybody.
Morning, everyone.
Welcome back to another beautiful day on the Thinker. Absolutely gorgeous.
T-shirts.
January.
T-shirts, I think, in a bit.
Absolutely, can't complain. What are we up to today then?
Well, we think our windows, if you can see them, they're just linseed oiled every year, so we need to give them a bit of a refresh because they do get very dry because they bake in the sun for 320 days a year.
Yeah.
They do suffer a little bit, but it's linseed oil, easy enough, he says. Just wash them down, let them dry, patch them back up again, put another coat on.
Yeah.
That's your mission,
So that's what I'm on today, yeah. It's one of those jobs comes around every year, and sometimes you feel like you're going around in circles because you're never moving forward, you're just going back on what you've already done, but it's got to be done, we've got to protect the wood.
Yes, so keep it nice.
Yes.
And I'm going to start on the tiles on the worktop.
Exciting.
What a mission. Do you want to swap, actually?
No, thank you, no. Quite happy with my linseed oil.
Cool, let's crack on then. So these are the tiles that are going on the worktop. Not very nice. They need a serious cleaning up. I need 12, I think. I've done 11. This is the last one. Just trying to scrape all this stuff off the back of them. But if you can see that line there, they break so easily. I've not broken any so far, but they snap for fun across these quartz lines. So hopefully I'll get this one done, and then we can look at polishing the faces up, making them look somewhat respectable. Well, let's carry on. Right, so I've got the first 6 in, and they're incredibly dirty. I've just washed them off best I can. There's still bits stuck to them, so I'm just going to give them a good go over first, get off what I can, and then we'll start the sanding process.
One down, 4 more to go, and the patio door, of course. And I want to do that bench in the patio area, the bench and the wooden seat that Andy made, because that's looking a bit worse for wear. But yeah, it looks 100% better already, desperately needed doing. And it's a nice day to be outside, so now crack on.
Right, so I'm just going to start off with a 500 grit. I have got coarser ones if I need them, but we've had pretty good results with that, starting with that grade so far. These are the ones ready to go on the cook us around. You can see the shine on them, nice glisten as they move the camera about. They've been done with 3000s and a compound, and then treated with a very thin coat of linseed oil to seal them. We're just waiting for that to go super hard, then they can go on. But in the meantime, I'm going to see if we can work some magic on these. So, as always, we're going to polish them wet, or sand them wet. A bit further away. I'm just going to do them one at a time, and check them as I go. Pull them apart, looking right to the edges. When these are done, I've got another 60 to do for the floor, so we'll get on with it. So the first one, a lot of the stuff's not coming off very easily, it's like etched in, so I'm just going to give them a spray with agua fuerte. Good stuff that it is. Oh, Mr. Fluffy, there you go. It's going out. You see, all my helpers. We did this on the ones we laid in the bar area. Seems to do alright. See it's steaming a bit, smoking. Just give it a couple of minutes and we'll just whack some water on it, which neutralises it. Let's have a look. There we go. The dirt just wipes off. Fantastic. Gives us half a chance, doesn't it? You're looking better already, I think. Cleaner. We'll carry on. Right, so I've got 6 done. I'm going to try and get the other 6 done today. What will be the result? Just going to bring them in one at a time. It's just as easy. Do them, take them back out to dry properly. It seems that they want to fracture when they're wet. So if I can get them back out and get them dried out again, yeah, it should be alright. Right, so the system goes agua fuerte, which is hydrochloric acid, by the way. I know you're not supposed to get acid on. No, but it doesn't actually seem to do it any harm. It certainly shifts the muck off them. Give that a minute, give it a wipe off, give it a wet down, carry on sanding. Right, so that's 12 outside, all done, sitting in the sunshine, drying off. I'm going to dry this bench off now and then bring them back in, probably oil them before I start to lay them down. I need to actually lay them out sort of provisionally, tuck that over there, to see what I need to cut. I'm not sure how I'm going to approach it yet, but I'm going to get this cleaned off. And then when they're all dry, I'll bring them back in and see what the next stage is.
So that's the door and the frame completed. I'm just onto the big shutter now. I've forgotten how big it is. I'm about 3/4 of the way down, and then I've got the other side to do. And then I'm going to call it a day for today, and I'm going to carry on in the courtyard tomorrow.
Door looks absolutely stunning. What a transformation.
Yeah,
it's amazing. Linseed oil, fantastic.
Yeah.
Just give it a wash down and yeah, slap another coat on it. These are them. They don't take long to dry off out here. I'm a bit concerned about this one, but I think the least we can do with it, the better, really. We're just gonna get them down as soon as. I need to do some cuts on these, but I'm gonna pick ones that have very, very little thingy running through them, quartz running through them. But yeah, very happy with them so far. So yeah, they're going on top of here. It's pretty flat and good to start off with. I did clear it all off before the anticipation, but there we go. So I'm going to have to cut, I think, one thinner one for the centre, and then a row of thinner ones to go across the back. Not relishing the thought of that, because they say they do break and chip so easily. I could probably do it with a proper wet cutting machine thing, but I haven't got one, and I'm not buying one just for these amount of tiles at the moment. So we'll persevere. So the next thing, I think, yeah, I might bring them through on the dry and just lay them out and see how wide I need and cut my extra ones first, or I might just oil the ones I've got there first and then bring them through and see what I need to cut, see which edges I might need to polish up as well. So yeah, but until they're dry we can't do anything. Right, so I brought these in now, looking pretty nice actually. As you can see, some of them are dramatically different thicknesses, which is a bit crazy, but it's just going to make them a little bit more awkward to lay, but we'll get around that. We've also noticed there's quite a few deeper holes in the top of them. It's the nature of the stuff. So we don't even know how old this stuff is, so we're going to try and fill them, and what we're going to use is a white cement and sand try. I filled some on the ones I put in the bar area, and that's come out absolutely fine. So we're not going to do anything more to these at the minute. Probably just take them in and lay them out, but first I want to get these in place around the cooker, the nice shiny ones. These are going to be great with them. We've decided with those for the worktop, we're not going to grout them, and we're going to try and joint them up as close as possible. Not done anything like this before, so we'll work it out though. So the first thing I'm going to do is take these in and then put them back on the top and get some kind of level idea on them. It's pretty flat, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. This oil on here now is super dry, so yeah, we're happy to move on with that, get this lot out of the way, get that bit done.
Well, I've been scuppered by the weather. It's on and off raining, so I can't carry on with my oiling.
Not a lot of rain. No,
it's just off and on, but I don't want to risk
spots.
Yeah.
But we can't risk it yet because we forecast a bit later. We're not holding our breath.
No.
But
so, I'm going to be helping Andy with this.
Yes, we're having a two-man or one-man, one-woman assault on this. We've laid out all the best ones at the side. We've kind of got a plan. We're going to start at the back. We're going to stick them down with silicone, not conventional I suppose, but a friend of mine who's a plumbing, heating, air conditioning engineer, does bathrooms and things, he said stick them down with silicone, because as well the wood will expand and contract, and the silicone will allow it to move, a flexible adhesive, shall we say. And I've actually tried to remove tiles that have been stuck with silicone in the past, and it does stick them really well. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to start at the back, work our way forward, get all these whole ones stuck in. Can you see the shine on them from there?
They are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. The colours are amazing.
Sounds happy.
I am. Actually matches really well with the cooker, because the cooker looks black, but sometimes when you look at it, it looks like a gunmetal grey, which I think these really set it off. So yeah.
So let's get them stuck in. What I'm doing with the tiles in position, I'm just going to run a little bead down the edge of there, so if we get anything through the joints in the future it won't be a problem. It needs lifting up a bit at that end, so we'll put a bit more on there and then just like that. Put it over there. Horrible stuff, we can't make a mistake with this because it is horrible stuff. And then just drop them in. Oh yes. We can slide them about so our joints are still even. It's pretty nice, isn't it, I'd say? Pretty perfect. And repeat. We'll carry on. Right, okay, so they're in. Pretty easy, that's a pretty cool way of doing it. I now just need one for the back that I'm going to cut. This is where the fun starts, where we could spoil it all. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cut them with the little angle grinder, and I'm going to spray water on it as well, as suggested, to help to stop them splitting and try and get a cleaner cut. Let's go and have a go. Right, I'm just going to try wetting it this way. Don't know how well it'll work. Let's have a go. Alrighty, that's not too bad. That oil, the linseed oil, certainly repels water off it. I've got a couple of little tiny chips there, but if you look on the back, it's pretty clean, so it might be the way to cut them from the back first. Well, this one's going right at the back, out of sight, so it doesn't matter. So we'll let it dry off and go and get it in. Right, so the cuts, if we're lucky, the bit cut off here will go over there, but we've got enough tiles anyway. So I've just left a double-sized gap there. I'm just going to draw a line under it along the edge of here, and then I should be able to cut this one from the bottom. See what happens, so let's do it. So there we go, just need to let them dry now before we can do anything else with it, but looking great so far. So what we are going to do, we've changed our minds once again, you'll be surprised to hear. We're going to finish this off with a piece of timber across the edge there and go right up to that, but Sam's had a great idea. What we're going to do is put a piece of steel over the top like that. Obviously it'll be painted black to match the cooker and look really nice, to finish it off all the way around. I think that should finish it off nicely, stop anything sliding off it, but until they're dry I can't do any more. Right, for my next trick, just put a light up there, you can probably see it glowing red. It's a solar light. I run the wire up inside the chimney, popping out to a solar panel on the roof. It's obviously flat. It works off a button or by a little remote control. If you turn it on, it comes on for a second or two and then goes back to this red glow. Don't know what that means, but we're going to let it charge up, but hopefully we'll have a nice light over our cooker area. Okay, so we had 0.8 millimetres of rain last night. I don't even know if that converts to inches, 1/32 of an inch. barely enough to wet the floor, but we probably made the right choice with holding off on the oiling. This morning, all these are set super solid. I want to get the edges on. Oh, the light's got a bit of charge in it, got a little remote control. Look at that, eh? How nice is that? I think we're going to mount this somewhere out of the way so we don't have to look, so we don't lose it for a start. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So anyway, I want to get the fronts on and get them grouted, and I'm just going to fix a piece across the front there, but not as simple as it sounds, because every one of these joints needs angling and mitering to make a nice, proper, nice, neat joint. So I've cut some lengths, put that down there already. I'm just going to start here, do this piece, fix that on, do this piece, and so on until we're all done. Then I can get it grouted. Right, okay, so I've got my pieces sanded and cut. I've just offered them up to get a perfect joint. I've clamped this one in place. I'm going to now glue and nail this one exactly where I want it, and then take the clamp off and do that one, and hopefully it should work out alright. So I get my glue open. And glue along there. And down the sides here. And that side there. Get him exactly where we want him. Which is there, I think. There. Get a nail in it quickly. Cool. Make sure I don't hit the tiles. That will be a disaster. Brilliant. Right, I'll get this one done now. Right, there we go, it's on, and that's what a joint should look like. Just got to repeat it on the other side now. And of course, Alfie's supervising.
Well, it's very windy, so I hope you can hear me. It is very cold today, but it's a good drying day for oiling. So I'm going to crack on with this bench. You can see how dry it is. It's unbelievable, really. That's just over the summer being obviously exposed to the sun. It had 2 coats, but it definitely needs doing again if we're going to preserve it. So that's my job for today, folks. Should keep me warm anyway.
So both sides in, they need oiling of course, and we're ready for grouting.
Well, there we are, all done. Hope you'll agree it looks much better. But I'm going inside now, see if I can help Andy, because I am frozen.
Right, time to mix up some grout. Just going to do a little bit, I think. I'm just going to add the grout to the water. I find it easier to mix it that way, get less clumps. Of course, I've mixed far too much. There's a surprise, but not to worry. Just going to let it stand for a couple of minutes now, let it settle. We've gone for an anthracite, which should match the tiles quite well, I hope. It looks like I'll be doing those in the passageway as well. It'll obviously contrast against those because they're like an ivory cream marble. So I'll just give it a couple of minutes, and then we've got our rubber float and we're just going to push it into the joints. Right, so I'm just working this diagonally across the joints, filling them up. It looks messy, but once I've filled them all up, we'll just like go over it and wipe the excess of this off. But the main thing in the first instance is to get the joints full.
It's a great colour.
Think so? Too late now if it's not.
No, I think it looks really good against the tiles.
So I shall carry on as usual. I know we had tons of grout, we've got enough to grout pretty much a housing estate, I think. So we're going to be getting this done at the same time. Wonderful.
Well, it's looking fab.
Super.
Just got to oil the new trim tomorrow.
It was a super nervous moment.
It was cleaning all the grout off before it's set.
The amount of work we spent cleaning these tiles up, we didn't know, but they've actually come up all right.
Yeah.
They've just got that little light haze on that you get on them.
When it's super dry, I'm sure it'll just
puff off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just doing a bit now with my finger.
But yeah, so get these oiled tomorrow. Andy's going to put the steel trim around the edge, which I think will look cool. We've got our super light, which makes it a lot easier for me when I'm cooking.
Absolutely fabulous, we think so anyway. Stunning, yeah. So yeah, that's us. We can't do any more until this is all gone off and we can finish it off, but generally it's there.
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah. So that's it for today, folks. Thank you so much for watching.
Yes.
Thank you to all our subscribers, old and new, all our Patreons, everyone that's bought us a coffee. We certainly need hot coffee this weather. And we'll see you on the next one.
See you later.